Well, hello there. The weather is nice. I have retired the heater until next winter, and the time is right to blow the dust off an old skill. So, the subject of today's 12 step adventure is bone carving. And 12 steps is the distance between my house and this shed. I'm quite fond of traditional things and crafts, old school stuff. And in the past, I've made some things out of bone. Null binding needles, belt buckles, Huron pendants. Bell stuff and pendants are recreation of actual artifacts archaeologists dug out, by the way. But today, I fancy a keychain. And since my youngest son's bedtime story is The Hobbit, and nostalgia for my gaming days recently kicked in, I want an orc keychain. Obviously, I want it to look like something made by orcs. A bit crude. Deep line carving, no intricate details, some texturing, and no polishing on the faces as well. Only on the sides where it would naturally rub against other things. Not sure about that attachment point though. Would be difficult to make it look crude and not tearing up my pockets at the same time. I guess I'll figure it out on the way. Oh, slight change of plans. It is kind of thin at the top. So you see the bone is organic material. So I cannot just go to the bone shop or call the bone supplier and buy whatever thickness block I desire. It is as it is. So all this sketch is going down a bit to the thickest part because I need to flatten it, and this will just not do. Also, for the clamping purpose, I just need to cut the top part square to the surface on the bandsaw real quick. Yep, that would be better. Whew. So the backside is relatively how I want it. I can finish it later. Now to the front. Let's see what we're dealing with. Yeah, don't worry, for the sketch I will be redrawing it multiple times anyway. Okay, so the rest will be mostly happening here in the ball vise because I likes it. And it's just easy to work. So I need to recreate the sketch, remembering that this is my thickest part. Or is it? No, it's upside down. This is my thickest part. And the orc's lower jaw needs to be right here. And the head may stop here, may stop a little bit lower. Well, the lower I get it, the thicker it gets. And it will give me more options later for drilling through to the attachment point. For now, this will be a very rough sketch. Just for dimensions, I will correct it and recorrect it and re-recorrect it later. Also, remember I said about texturing and this looking crude? Well, I'm not going to remove tool marks left by the rasp. This is my texture and this is my crudeness. Yeah, something like that. Right now it looks kind of dirty and kind of ugly, but I will first cheat a bit and cut a profile with a rotary tool and then refine the rest. And by the way, because it's bone, the pencil mark is easily washable. I can like just wash it off with a little bit of soap. Okay, at least now I clearly see where I want the tasks to end, and I can go from here. So the profile I established, I will just roughly cut it on the bandsaw, and we'll figure it out from there. Okay, it is washed, and I already see what I don't like. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. And I don't like this side because stay. This too wide. The notch needs to be closer to here. And screw that. I'm making a paper template. And here we go. Like that. So the left side I made as I like, except this. This needs to go. Then, yeah, head is too high. Everything will be dirty and we don't care. The head here is too wide. And yes, the tusk here, tusk goes like that. Yeah, the saw it is. No, stay. Right. So now the notch and the head top I will fix with a file. You go away, and you go away, and leather shims. Those guys. So, filing. Got my needle files and my rough cut files. Let's refine the profile. You actually need to tap the file on something soft for the swarf to fall off. And by the way, for the bone work, I prefer single cut files. So the very basic shape is pretty much done, I think. And you may ask, hey, there was a bunch of filing and a bunch of sewing. Where's the carving part of that? And guess what? It comes now. I just need to mark the features first. Oh, that's gotta be tricky. Transferring is always tricky. I like my sketch, and I need it on the bone. So the eye is supposed to be here. And this eye is supposed to be here. You know what? I will draw it roughly, and then we can adjust with an actual cutter. And maybe hold it in a pins first, so I don't have to hold it with my hand. How would you like... Oh, damn it. Here's my sketch. Here's my pencil. I will hold the pencil in place, remove the sketch, and draw. Toon, 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 toon. Okay, so cheekbones. Yes. And I will just this task. I will curve the pin, and goes here, and you go here, and like that. Two big teeth, and bottom, three teeth, Kind of like that. And now to my favorite part, carving. How do I do that so you see it and I also see it? First, just the lines. Do, 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 do. And you know, it may surprise some of you, but bone actually cuts quite nicely. If I would have to compare it to something, I would say it feels like a very old and dry oak. Okay, teeth are here. Now the nose, I want this wing of the nose go to the left, and this wing of the nose go to the left. So I think it's going to be like that. Okay, I need a different color. Yes. Oh, and my case of carving on camera is especially challenging because I really don't see well without those. Let's establish a line to be more crisp. And on this side as well. And now straighten this surface and straighten this surface. I really want to do it without glasses, but for that I need to be really close. All right, change of plans, close and personal. Now for the teeth. And now to the mountain point. So this is roughly my keychain, and what I want to do, I want to drill all the way through it to put a pin in. And what I think about the bottom, that I can take a piece of something with a hole in it and rivet my pin over it, and from the top side we just ring and the twist around here so it's screwed and looks orcish. And I need one more ring on top of that because I like my keychains to have a little bit more freedom. And to make that look crude, I think I will flatten the both ends of wire and rivet them together like a chainmail ring. And for all of that, I have a thick brass wire. Brass is usually not associated with orcs, but this is what I have, and this is what I can work with. Now to twist the ring. Something like that. Leave the go. And a little bit of twist around. Oh, I ended up just hammering it where I wanted it. I have a slightly thicker brass wire, so hopefully it would be easy to squish the ends, put a hole through them, and rivet it with, like, I don't know, copper. That's a 10mm drill. It will assist me in my bending. And no, I'm not damaging the drill. It's hardened and brass is very soft. And now I will have to flatten the ends by striking them with the hammer a lot. Yeah, like that. Twist it open. Squish it a bit compressed. Yeah. Like this. And like that. And one very crude copper rivet. So here it is. And it actually looks like something that could be made by orc. Off camera I made the second one. Oh, lesson learned today. It is really hard to film something small. And the only way to make a good shot for you guys, for me, is to place my camera exactly the place where my nose needs to be for me to see anything. Bad eyesight, remember? Anyway, as usual, the second one is better. It is hard to make something crude on purpose. Either it looks like make it with daddy weekend project of a third grader, either actually put an effort in it and it is not crude anymore. So with this, I believe I found my balance. The bottom part actually has a hammer finish. I've been beating at it instead of filing it. The ring is proper hammered as well, and the lines are not that childish. Anyway, here they are. That's all I have for you for today. Have a nice time. Bye.